See, when it comes to change, a lot of people say that change is not easy, but it is difficult. We can't change, we can't this, and we can't do whatever. You need to first understand one thing. When we want to change from a status to another, it needs consistency and it needs patience and it needs awareness of the subject that we're trying to change. Now, if someone comes to me and says, I know that I am in a toxic relationship, but I cannot get out of it because it's difficult. The number one question that I am going to ask is, aren't you feeling pain on a daily basis today as a human being? Isn't this pain getting accumulated within that you're reflecting it on everything that's surrounding you? Aren't you hating yourself more and more as time passes? So when I know that I'm putting myself in this difficult scenario or situation, I'm going to dig a deeper hole as time passes. But if I stop the bleeding, I stop the thing that's making me ache, I'm going to actually heal as time goes. But I have to stop it. Now, I'm not pro divorce unless we have tried everything to fix what we have, but it didn't work. Why? Because in order to fix a relationship, we need two mature human beings to actually do that. We need two that have a goal of fixing this relationship. If we have only one, it puts a lot of pressure on one party that they might burn themselves out as time passes. And this also will create a lot of imbalance in one particular partner in this relationship. A lot of people will say, well, I did not take this step because I need to secure stability in this relationship for my kids. Amazing. Can I ask a question? What is the stability that you are currently providing that you keep insisting on having? If the mother is filled with anger that's reflecting on her health, that's reflecting on her behavior, that's reflecting on her mood, that doesn't want to deal with anything, doesn't want to talk about anything, she screams about everything, it's because there is something within in this relationship that's putting so much pressure on this one particular human being that she keeps on exploding on a daily basis. What sort of stability am I showing my kids here? What sort of behavior am I showing my kids here? What sort of quality time am I showing my kids here? Let's look at the other partner. The other partner is absolutely busy 24/7, either at work, with friends, or with other activities that does not include being at home. Minor interaction at home because they're running away from the issues or the beast within the room. Again, what is the stability? I don't know. Stability does not mean having two partners, mom and dad, at the same location by name. And everything else surrounding this relationship is unstable. It's hanging on a thread. Everyday issues, screams, no mood. Some people don't scream. Some people keep their issues in the bedroom, right? So in front of the kids, we're civilized, but we keep disrespecting one another. We keep throwing comments at one another. The connection is not there. The passion is not there. The communication is not there. One is this direction, the other one is the other direction, and the split is very clear. Yet we label it as stability. Where is this stability? So the issue is not in us having the relationship. The issue is in us understanding what stability is. I can be divorced and stable, and I can be married and in chaos. We need to understand the difference in order to know how to deal with things. Unfortunately, when it comes to divorce, a lot of people look at it as war. I'm going to revenge from the other party. And this creates another cycle, and it needs somebody who's mature to stop the revenge of one without interfering with the kids, because sometimes our emotions can take over and we will take further actions to destroy whoever is trying to destroy us. But that's not going to help. It's going to take us into a different loop of problems. It's not that we're weak, we can't stop. No, we can. But what is the outcome? How am I going to solve what's happening as an effect of a decision? We need to also be aware of that. Now, a lot of people say, but I'm in this marriage because of financial benefits. As long as I know how to deal with the situations without them affecting me personally, that will affect my mood, my personality, my behaviors, my health, and I'm not reflecting this on everybody that's around me, then if that's what I want, financial stability, then I should not see the other problems. In case someone does not want to solve their problems. Now, ideally, we'll have two mature adults that have the understanding to make things work. I will come a bit down, you will come a bit down, we will meet in middle grounds. I will give you this, you will give me this, problem solved. But we need to have the skill of actually communicating these things in order to solve them. But if both or one is muted, they do not want to solve, they don't want to communicate, they don't want to discuss, they look at it as headache. You will never get out of this circle. The headache is to continue being in a situation that's not working. The headache is not in facing it once and for all. Let everything on the table and let's organize the chaos that we have put ourselves in to ensure stability. Either I stabilize it or I get out of it. But to get in it or stay in it and continue in this relationship without stabilizing anything, that's going to affect everybody that's around this relationship. Everyone. And that's not stability. That's madness. What we look at in relationships, when we come to actually discuss these topics, everyone has an opinion. And with these opinions, it blinds people from actually listening, understanding, and solving. There is no solution, they assume. It is what it is. I need to deal with it. No, it's not what it is. There is always a solution. There is always a change that's required to solve whatever chaos we are at. And it will be solved. It's like if I want to diet, for example, and I'm used to junk food 24/7. First step, I'm not going to leave the times that I eat. I'm going to swap them to healthy snacks. It's going to affect. It is going to change something. And then I start on changing the timings and regulate them. So I don't explode and I don't hate the process of change. It's all about how we look at it. It's not about what we should do or we haven't done. It's a process, and it's a beautiful